Why does Jesus tell some of the apostles that he'll make them fishers of men? Well, let's find out.
Before we start, I want to say thank you for all the support you have given me from these first couple of videos. It means a lot, and I am praying for you all during this time. Remember that the Father's arms are open wide for you.
So in the Gospels, Jesus calls the apostles from many different parts of life. Some of them were fishermen. And he tells them,
"Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." Immediately, they left their nets and followed him.
Now, is this purely just a career change for the apostles, or is he calling them to something deeper?
If you were a young Jewish man in biblical times, you would strive to become educated enough so a wise rabbi or teacher would call you to follow and learn from him. This would be an important step in becoming a rabbi yourself someday, where you would contribute to the faith by studying the Torah. This was a huge honor and a very important part of the Jewish culture. Fishermen, however, were simple people of skilled labor. They weren't the most educated or the smartest or the most read in the scriptures, and they would certainly not be the ones called by a rabbi. But Jesus calls them to be his disciples.
I think it's his fifth snack of the day. Rob to the rescue.
Jesus called the lowly and the humble to enter into a relationship with him, to show that it is through God's power that his works will be accomplished, not through the power, strength, or education of any human being.
I got a rock. Are you sure it's something? I don't know if it's a fish. I think he's got a fish.
God can call you from any walk of life. You may not be the smartest or the wisest in the faith, but he calls the humble to enter into a relationship with him. And he is calling you into a relationship with him right now. He wants to work miracles through you if you let him in. But this could be scary, right? Didn't the apostles have to leave everything to follow him?
So I used to think when I heard that reading that at some point in my life, I'm going to get this insane call from Jesus that says, drop everything that you're doing. Drop what you love to do, drop your sports, drop your education, and just come follow me, be a preacher on the streets. But is that what Jesus is telling the apostles? Well, no, we can see that they're fishing throughout the rest of the Gospels. They're using their boat throughout the rest of the Gospels. But what are they using their boat for? What are they using the fishing for? We can see that Jesus is on the boat preaching. We can see that Jesus tells Peter to cast out into the deep. So Jesus is transforming these talents and these resources that the apostles have and using them to build his kingdom.
Jesus demands that we let go of the worldly things that we cling on to and that we start living for him. This doesn't mean abandoning our worldly talents and gifts, but that we use them to glorify him and spread his kingdom rather than for our own well-being and satisfaction. When we do this, our life obtains a higher purpose.
Freaking out.
So we can see that Jesus isn't merely just telling them to stop fishing and start preaching, but rather to reorder their lives. Jesus does tell the apostles to drop their nets, but what does he tell them to pick up? He says, whoever wishes to come after me must deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me. Jesus isn't leaving the apostles without instruments to catch fish, or now to catch men. He's saying, drop your fishing poles, drop your nets, and I'm going to give you a new instrument. This instrument, which is the cross. He's turning their fishing poles, their fishing nets into the cross. And what's the bait? Well, the bait is Jesus Christ.
The world looks at the cross and sees a torture instrument. We see the instrument of grace. The world lifts the cross as a weapon of defeat. We lift it up in victory. The world runs from the cross out of fear of death. We, as Christians, embrace the cross, which brings us life. Why can we do this? Because Jesus made it possible. He showed us that love triumphs over death, and love is what remains forever and is resurrected. We can have confidence that if we shed worldly desires and cling on to love, we will live forever and be resurrected with Jesus.
Hey Dave, did you catch anything today? Nope. Sorry buddy, looks like you'll be eating scraps for dinner.
Usually when there's a boat in the Bible, it represents the church. In Noah's Ark, everyone that was in the boat was saved from the raging flood. Likewise, we are in the stormy ocean of this world. The apostles, the first bishops, are God's fishermen, inviting us into the church through the sacraments. They hold out the cross, the wood which floats on the water and saves us from sinking, and we cling onto it and get pulled to safety. We pass through the waters of baptism, into the boat, and are nourished by the Eucharist, the body of Jesus Christ, given to us on the cross. We are called also to use what resources we have to bring other people into the boat and to proclaim what Jesus has done in our lives.
Thanks for watching, everybody. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and let's all be fishers of men together. Praying for you guys. See ya.
Yo, what the?
See if we catch anybody. What?
They're actually catchers of men. And they
Oh.
actually play baseball.
Yeet. Wrong sport.
Oh, I think that's right there. There it is, Dave.
Hold on, David. Wait. No, David, come back here. He's going to make fun of you. Get out of there, David. Get back behind Rob.
We got a big boy here.
All right, a nice
Wow.
4-pounder. Okay, get him.
Oi.
We out here. Maybe we'll be catching some chips.
Yeah.
Ew.
Oh, that's his sperm? That's his sperm.
Dude, I think we might talk on theology of the body.
No, take him out of the net. It feels so weird.
Okay, should we go?